Morning.
Good morning.
For me, I think as an economist,
yes,
we always have to support innovation. And if there are two sectors in this economy that have embraced innovation the most, are financial services and the media right here. And technology can be disruptive, as you've seen even here in the media. What the banks did a few years ago, they realized that we are going to go towards a digital customer base.
Yes.
Because the demographics support a much younger age.
Absolutely.
The median age in Kenya is 19 years, and they want to interact more on their mobile phones. So I think the banks picked that up very quickly, and they realized the future of lending will have to be at the convenience of a mobile phone.
Yeah, actually, in support of what you're saying, 83% of Kenyans have access to financial services, right?
Precisely.
What do you think came first, chicken or the egg?
I think it's the habit of borrowing from mobile came first. When we saw Mshwari come into the industry, and we saw a lot of people just embrace it like that, I think it goes to the Kenyan culture, whereby Kenyans are very quick to adopt innovation, and it was simply a matter of time that other players in the digital space were going to come and join the banking bandwagon and continue to offer digital credit to the masses in a much better way than the banks probably could.
Okay, yeah, and of course there's that fear of being blacklisted by these bigger financial institutions, so it feels safer, would you say?
Not necessarily, because even digital players nowadays list people. So I don't think there's an advantage to borrowing from a digital player vis-a-vis a bank as far as blacklisting is concerned.
But okay, Kenya is the third most, it's said to be the third in Africa, number 3 in terms of access to financial loans. But with this access comes a habit of lending. And we're finding on Twitter, some of the people watching are responding and saying that we should avoid mobile banking. Being someone in the business, what do you think lends to this paranoia? And is it true that these are actually a gateway into a really bad habit that could lead to financial ruin? Or is there a way of lending that could actually build somebody?
So I think the problem is lack of awareness. Remember, when we went into lending, we went to lending to help people. We went to lending to help businesses who are not getting access to loans from the mainstream banks. We went to lending to avail credit to people with emergencies, say day or night, who cannot access this credit anywhere else. So those people who borrow for the wrong reasons do not borrow simply because we avail the credit. They would have done it anyway, so whether even the non-ministry banks provided such credit. I think we just need better awareness. We just need better education so that people know that they need to borrow for the right reasons.
Okay, so we are being told that by some of our respondents that this is just a capitalistic ploy by venture capitalists to take advantage of poor Kenyans who need money, and so they just give you a loan, and then when you see the interest rates, it dawns on you that you made a big mistake. What do you think about this, Ken?
Well, it's a lucrative investment, to be honest, because the average loan rate for most of these lending apps is about 15%.
Yeah, it's true. It is lucrative.
It's lucrative.
But is it preying on Kenyans?
Well, it really depends. So it's lucrative, yes. But if you really think about it, what are most people using the money that they're getting from the lending apps? If you're using it to start a business, then it's not really destroying you. If you're using it to meet a revenue shortfall, maybe one of your supplier made a late payment and you need some shortfall, then so it really depends on how you use. But you're right, if some people are caught up, for example, in betting schemes and they get caught up, it can be a destructive. But in of itself is a platform, and like any platform, it really depends on whether you use it positively or negatively.
And there's also talk of people having, because these apps have mushroomed out of nowhere in the past few years, we're having tens of them in the market, and Kenyans are actually